I've never done an unboxing, so this will be my first one. This is of the Lunyee 3018 Pro Ultra CNC Router Kit. Mrs. Charlie Mike was nice enough to get me one. And we're going to unbox it. I don't even have a clue how to use it. We are going to figure it out. You're going to come along with me, I hope. Okay, so we got our user's manual. We've got some cable clips. Looks like we have I think that's the spindle. We've got some wires. We've got some positioning clamps. We've got some contacts. That's for one of our limits. I think it's the left, I'm not sure. Either way. And that's for obviously the stop button. Maybe that's the whole thing. I think that's the whole stop button. Got some sort of container with, let's see what we got here. Oh, come on now. Oh, we got us a nice, looks like a nice collet. Looks like a 1/2-inch collet. Whatever it is, that's what it says. Then we got some wires, some more clips. Looks like the brush to wipe away things. We got some bits. Got a screwdriver, a ruler. Like an interface for the computer, which is inside the house. And we have our controller. Probably kind of important. All right, then we've got, looks like our power supply. Yep, power supply. Okay, now we're going to take that out. And then, looks like one of our access carriers. Take that. Well, I tell you what, they sure did package the crap out of this, didn't they? Good Lord. And then the base. Come on, the base. All right, and it's in centimeters. Well, I love that. So thank you, Lunyee, for putting this in. Lunyee. For putting this in centimeters. I can't wait for that. It's metric. And that is not my middle name. So, not bad. Assembly instructions. I will say, those are some nice assembly instructions right there now. That's some pretty good stuff. Okay, so the very first thing, this is our Y-axis and this is our X and Z axis, right? Okay. Very first thing we're going to do is to put the X and Z and the, excuse me for breathing out, and the Y axis together. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, so hopefully you can see. It took me a few minutes to get all these in there, but you just put the screw in there, obviously with the gasket. All right. You get the biggest Allen wrench they have. I'm sorry. Hex key. And then you just start going around and around. Now, we got a Yorkie puppy yesterday. And it's actually a miniature Yorkie, come to think of it, but he's the cutest. Man, I swear he is cute as a freaking little button, because that's about the size of him. And miniature Yorkie. I was like, what in the world, man? We got 2 big dogs as it is. And 2 dogs. One's 70 pounds. She's a chunk. She's the mama of everybody. She's the oldest. And then we have a almost 4-year-old. We have an almost 4-year-old, 125-pound beast. So, I mean, it's just like, what in the world? And then we got one that's probably going to be like 5 pounds. Okay, so after we figured it out, which didn't take too long, 5 minutes later, these itty bitty little screws, limit switch, there's a socket on the limit switch, so it goes downward. And see if I can do this without dropping one of them. I hope so, but I can't see. Memories linger, constant ache, heart pieces can't retain. There's that one. So as I was saying, my wife got me a Yorkie. So leave that little thing. He's going to be the new shop dog, new mascot. So we've been going back and forth on a name, and we have not been able to decide. I mean, he's got these eyebrows that look like an old man. I mean, and the dude's like 8 weeks old. Yeah, he's 8 weeks old. So we're trying to figure this out. We're like, man, what do we call it? We've thought about Walter, you know, in memory of Walter Matthau. We have thought about Octavius, just because that sounds like an old person's name, old guy's name. We even looked up old men names for dogs. I mean, I didn't realize that people made lists like that, but they do. So right now we are putting together the emergency stop button. Ta-da! I apologize about my microphone dying on me, but here I'm putting the spindle in its housing. Next I will be putting the controller on the back, and right next to that will be the power supply, and then it's just really hooking up a bunch of wires just to make sure everything goes where it should. And so I've already started looking at the program for it. It's called Easel, and we're going to see how this works out. But you know what? Thank you again for coming along, and there will be more. Charlie Mike.